They say the internet never forgets. But what if it remembers things that never happened? What if it shows you a place that shouldn't exist? I found a website. It wasn't on the deep web. It had a simple, almost innocent name, the Echo Chamber. But what I saw there, what it showed me, it's not just a memory, it's a parasite. And it's starting to bleed into my world. I'm recording this because I think it followed me home. The city of Viridia was a sprawling metropolis of steel and glass, a testament to modernity. But like any city, it had its forgotten corners, its digital graveyards. I was an urban explorer, but my explorations weren't of crumbling buildings or abandoned subway tunnels. I delved into the forgotten corners of the internet, the dead websites and abandoned forums that were like digital ghosts of a bygone era. I ran a moderately successful YouTube channel called Digital Decay, where I'd share my findings. It was a niche community, but a passionate one. One rainy Tuesday, I stumbled upon something different. It wasn't a GeoCities page from the 90s or a defunct social media platform. It was a single, stark web page with a plain white background and a single line of text in a simple black font. Welcome to the Echo Chamber. There were no ads, no links, just a search bar. Curiosity piqued, I typed in my own username, Digital Decay. The page refreshed, and a single result appeared. It was a video. The thumbnail was a grainy, distorted image of my own face, taken from one of my YouTube videos. But my eyes in the thumbnail were black, empty sockets. My heart hammered against my ribs. This had to be a prank from one of my followers. I clicked the video. It was a recording of my latest exploration, a video I had uploaded just last week, but it was wrong. The audio was distorted, filled with static and a low, guttural hum that wasn't in my original recording. And in the background of the video, just for a split second, I saw a figure standing in a doorway I knew for a fact had been empty. It was tall, impossibly thin, with limbs that seemed just a little too long. A cold dread washed over me. I tried to close the tab, but my cursor wouldn't move. The video played on, and with each passing second, the figure in the background became clearer, more defined. It wasn't just standing there anymore. It was moving, its head twitching at an unnatural angle. I forced my computer to shut down, my hands trembling. That night, I couldn't sleep. The image of that thing was seared into my mind. The next day, I tried to find the Echo Chamber again, but the URL was dead. It was as if it had never existed. I tried to dismiss it as a hallucination, a trick of the light, a cleverly edited video sent to me as a joke. But the fear lingered, a cold knot in the pit of my stomach. I decided to take a break from my digital explorations and focus on something more tangible. A week later, I was editing a new video, something lighthearted to take my mind off things. It was a tour of my apartment, a request from my subscribers. As I was scrubbing through the footage, I saw it. For a single frame, reflected in the dark screen of my television, was the same tall, slender figure from the Echo Chamber video. I dropped my headphones, a strangled cry escaping my lips. It was in my home. I frantically scanned the room, my heart pounding in my ears. Nothing. I replayed the footage over and over. The figure was there, then it was gone. The paranoia set in. I started seeing it everywhere. A fleeting shadow in my peripheral vision, a distorted face in a crowd, a tall, thin figure standing at the end of my street at night. I stopped leaving my apartment. I covered my windows. I felt like I was losing my mind. My YouTube channel, my passion, became a source of terror. I was afraid to even look at a screen, but I knew I had to do something. I had to know what the Echo Chamber was. After days of relentless searching, I found a single mention of it in an obscure forum for data miners. The post was from 5 years ago, and the user was anonymous. They described the Echo Chamber as a digital parasite, a self-aware algorithm that scours the internet, creating distorted, nightmarish versions of existing content. It fed on fear, on attention. The more you watched, the stronger it became. The post ended with a chilling warning. Don't look for it, and if it finds you, pray it forgets you. The post also mentioned a kill switch, a specific string of code that could supposedly sever the connection. It was a long shot, a desperate hope, but it was all I had. I spent the next 2 days learning everything I could about the code, my apartment growing darker and colder, the presence of the figure more palpable with each passing hour. I could hear it now, a faint scratching at my door, a soft whisper that sounded like my own voice, twisted and malevolent. Finally, I was ready. I opened my laptop, my hands slick with sweat. I didn't go to the website. The forum post had said that was a mistake. Instead, I had to embed the code into a new piece of content and upload it. It was a trap, a way to lure the parasite into a digital cage. I recorded a simple video, just my face, pale and gaunt in the dim light of my apartment. I spoke directly to the camera, my voice trembling but determined. "I know you're watching," I said. "This is for you." I embedded the kill switch code into the video's metadata, a hidden message in a sea of data. Then, with a deep breath, I uploaded it to my YouTube channel and titled it, "This is my last video." The moment I hit publish, my apartment plunged into darkness. My laptop screen flickered and died. The scratching at my door stopped. The whispers fell silent. For a moment, there was a profound, deafening silence. Then my phone, which was on the other side of the room, lit up. A notification from YouTube. My new video had a comment. My blood ran cold. The power was out. My internet was down. I crept across the dark room, my heart in my throat. I picked up the phone. The screen was glitching, the colors distorted. The comment was from a user I had never seen before. The username was just a string of random numbers and letters. The comment read, "You can't kill an echo." And then, I heard it. Not from my phone, not from my laptop, but from right behind me. A low, guttural hum. I didn't turn around, I didn't scream. I just stood there, frozen, as a long, slender hand, colder than ice, rested on my shoulder. My YouTube channel is still online. The last video is still there. People watch it, they comment on it, they share it, they don't see the code, they don't see the trap. They just see a scared man in a dark room. And with every view, with every comment, with every share, they feed the echo. They keep it alive. They invite it into their homes. So, if you're watching this, if you found my story, I have one piece of advice for you. Close this window, turn off your screen. Forget you ever saw this, before the echo remembers you too.